I think.
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Gimmick, welcome to the broadcast, my dude. Always a pleasure. An interesting day today. Obviously, I'm sure going to five and that many overtimes and everything else you guys are doing. It's got to be pretty exhausting. But overall, just kind of quick thoughts. What's your take on the day so far?
Yeah, not bad, honestly, in my opinion. Today's just like that, like kind of warm up day I like to call, but tomorrow's the day that actually counts.
Yeah, 100%. I would say that overall it looked good all the way through. I mean, two tough series to kick the day off, right? You're going up against last week's champs, straight into SSG, two really strong ones. And then to come into going from two teams that have a play style and it's you can tell kind of what's going on the field. Jamal Jabari, on the other hand, felt very chaotic. It felt unpredictable. One of those situations where it was just really hard for us, even commentating, to see exactly what they were doing. What was it like having to play against it? Is it that same kind of feel on the pitch when you're up against them?
Yeah, we were before the match. We didn't really know what to expect because we hadn't played them in a while, but like they were beating teams and stuff. So we just thought like, oh, they're probably like playing really good or something. But we all play like those players individually and ranked, and they're all like really like monkey play style, like they just like don't care. So I was like, oh, maybe that's what they're doing. That's why they're catching teams off guard. So we just told ourselves like they're probably doing that, so just look out for that. And yeah, we were right. They were doing that, and it pays off because we do that too sometimes. I feel like that's really like the like you gotta be unpredictable, and that's the way you do it.
How frustrating is it as a team? Like we're noticing it where like okay, one of you wins a good 50. You guys are making sure not to panic on defense. Get a good 50 possessions in your control, and all of a sudden LJ or Toasty, whichever one decides to half rotate, and their only purpose is to come and bump you and chip you and just make it really annoying. Like what's going through? Like to me, I'm just frustrated watching it because I'm like, can you just heck off? Like let me play the game. Like what's going on for you guys in that moment? Like what are comms like? Are you like getting frustrated by it? Like is it effective? Like what's the situation for you?
Yeah, well, oh, it's very effective, of course. Like that's something
Yeah.
you gotta do. Like it's a habit of like messing the other team up, no matter how slight it might be. It might help you out in the long run. But like we know like we call it like we say like, oh, watch out, this guy behind you. Sometimes you can't do anything about it. You still get bumped, but it's definitely a little annoying. But what can you do?
Try and avoid the bump in the demo. I think it's just about all you can do, especially when they're
Yeah.
literally just on you the whole way down the pitch. Uh, so I'll derail us because I always do for a moment here, and I'm going to go with the same question I've asked uh, everybody else today, including Fireburner, and that is, what is let's say you've got one genre or overall cuisine that you can have left, whether that be Italian, Mexican food, Thai food, whatever it is. What is the one like go to for you that is just like, you know what, man, I had a down day or I'm having a great day. It's the meal that no matter what can elevate your day for you.
I'm gonna have to go with Italian. I've always been a fan of Italian food, so
Okay.
Good answer.
An Italian food team. All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, man.
I
Italian food's great.
can't complain
wait, my
about it.
team said that
Uh,
too.
well, Fireburner
Fireburner
did.
did as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
fire.
Does that surprise you? What do you think? Like, if you had to assume your other teammates' choices, what would they have been?
Let's see, fire. Fire. I thought fire was more American type. Torment, American, calm. I have no idea. Probably I would say Italian for him, to be honest. I don't know. I just get that vibe.
And I've
Okay.
learned many a trade secret of East Coast food cuisine from Fireburner and like Shake Shack and stuff and tricks of the trade. So I can understand what you're saying. Dude, I remember the first time we went in LAN and he was like, "Nah, man, you got to get two shakes, one for the meal and one for after." I'm like, "That's so smart." Like, you just learn
Yeah,
little things like that. So I understand where you're coming from, man. I get it. I get it.
yeah,
I just I'm the person that just goes for like one giant shake that just lasts
That's not
for
how you do
for
Shake Shack, man.
forever.
That's not how it works. Not how it
Yeah, I don't
works.
really do Shake Shack, so I mean,
same.
I'll opt like Five Guys over Shake Shack 11 out of 10 times.
I mean, do what you
How
got
it
to
is.
do. Gimmick. We're gonna kind of focus on tomorrow, just because obviously there's some pretty exciting matches. I think it's a pretty big deal that we have dodged that fourth place spot. Obviously, going against the first seeds, not having to go up against a team like Envy or something like that right away, I think is a pretty big deal. Not exactly sure how the bracket's gonna play out. Is there any teams that you guys kind of have your mind on in that kind of second, third seed area that you're like, you know what, I'd like to avoid them if I could. As a quick kind of just heads up on who those may be, Energy, Charlotte Phoenix ended up winning out. Pittsburgh Knights, United, Kansas City Pioneers, and the Sonics. Is there any teams in those kind of areas that you're just like, maybe not for us?
I think the only one would be Energy, just because we don't have like that good of a record against them. But the rest of those, I think we're capable. We're very like I'm pretty confident. Like I feel like KCP Sonics, it's gonna be a good match regardless if we get them. Charlotte, it could be a toss up. I don't really play them that much. So, but Energy's definitely like the one that's like I want to dodge. Hope we don't get them.
I if you're gonna pick out of that, I think by default I would probably say NRG is just a safe one to go ahead and dodge regardless for any team.
Them and Space Station deciding to go 0-2 on some of the days makes no sense to me, man. I don't get it. All right, like
Yeah.
that is interesting to me, but I just know that like with us and just the way things randomly work out, like that would be the day that like NRG like pops off or something. That'll be the day they like click back together. So I'm gonna stick with Gimmick on this one and say 100%. Just even though they're underperforming, dodge them. It's fine. We just don't need it in round one. We'll see them in round two somewhere else down the line. Just skip out on game one. So what I want to get your opinion. We've kind of talked with Calm a little bit about this. We talked with Fireburner a bit about this. We talked with Torment yesterday. Torment. What is it that you think was the biggest change during that 6-week break? Because for us, for me and Lawler, for everybody watching, there's a very clear change in whether it be communications, just the way you guys are attacking the ball. It feels like our offensive pressure is there, and we've found where to kind of toe that line with the third man. And I'm wondering what it was that you think has made that change for the team over that 6-week break.
Yeah, I think personally, I've kind of changed up how I was playing a little. I think I'm more like going back more. More like playing more safe, and overall it like helps our pressure, helps our defenses. I'm trying to be more smart about my challenges, my 50s. I feel like I've been working on that, and I feel like it's showing sometimes. Like sometimes I get a good 50, and my teammate just dribbles the last guy or something. Uh, Personally, the biggest thing probably is that playing safer instead of like throwing myself out of the play. I feel like I've been limiting that a lot, and of course that's gonna help us all. Torment and Calm, I think we're all just doing that, and it's just clicking. Like it's all like there's no like hesitation for when to go. The only thing we still gotta like work on is like probably our comms, double commits, but that's sometimes hard to avoid.
Chat's got a question for you, but we're gonna hold on to that one as the last one because I think it's the most important. But I mean, I wanna further in on that one. You talk about how you've actively taken more of a passive approach, high percentage play kind of style. What's that been like for you? I mean, obviously we know you're the greatest ball chaser in North America as you've been deemed in the past. So it's got to be a different change of pace to actively make those changes. So what has that been like for you? I mean, is it awkward? Is it weird? Is it something that you're learning to get used to? Like from your perspective, do you see the benefits of it? Like take me through your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm starting to see like benefits for sure. I'm starting to see like I don't have to be like up all the time. I can trust my teammates to do their thing. Whoever's put in the situation to score, I have confidence. Torment or Calm will score, and if I'm in that situation, I'll score too. Confident too. But I feel like at first it was a little weird. Obviously I'm not used to it,
Right.
but I think it's a sacrifice I have to make for us to start playing better, start winning against the good teams, and start actually getting like results.
Hey man, it's been fantastic seeing you guys make the change. It's very noticeable, and again, that speaks a lot to your character as well. Supersonic, if you want to take the next question, but for someone to actively make a change for the betterment of a team means a lot, Gimmick. That's awesome of you.
Yeah. That's a huge thing. It's a really big thing to be able to put your ego aside and make sure you're doing what's best for the team. And having that, I think, is just going to elevate everybody all the way around. And it's clearly having an effect. You're making a big impact on the pitch. Um, Before Lawler hits you with the most important question of the day, I want to ask is what the comms were like in game 2
Oh
of
God,
that
yeah.
series and just how much fun you guys were having because
Oh,
I thought you guys were going. I thought you guys were going to 10-0. I thought we were going to see double digits.
That's what we were going for. Actually, Con was like, "Hey, let's get the 10. Let's get the 10." I think we got 9. We were kind of close.
Yeah, I got
but
9. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, man. All right. Last question before we let you leave. This is the one that everybody in chat is desperately asking about. You got some pretty good flow with that hair, man. What's the routine? Do you have like a specialist that you see? Like, how do you get it to do the thing you do? Do you do you in like Yukio converse, or like what's happening here, man?
No, I'm pretty simple with it. I take a shower, I let it air dry, and then I just use my hands, and however it lands for that day, that's how it goes.
It works out better
You're
than
lucky,
mine,
man.
because this is, as you can see, I ran out of hair care product this morning, and I don't have any more showing up until tomorrow. So like yours does a bit more. It complements you a bit better than mine does without hair care products. So your routine's working for you.
Yeah.
Well, Gimmick, we're looking forward to the forehead reveal whenever that'll be. But seriously, man, appreciate the love and support and all the time that you take, man. But and before we let you go, shout out all your socials, all the stuff. Let the people know where they can find you, and then we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, follow my Twitter, Gimmick RL, follow my Twitch, Gimmick, and follow version1GG on Twitter.
Hey, what a shout, man. Gimmick, thank you for taking the time. Tough loss here, but again, feeling confident and looking good. We all know tomorrow's the day that actually matters. So looking forward to that, man. And we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.